What was your impression, Carlo? I know he said he started a little slow, seemed to work his way into the game. What was the feel?
Yeah, I thought he did a great job. Obviously hard for anyone. You travel into a new place late and you play a game without any practices, without any morning skate. That's extremely challenging. But I thought him and Lottie both did a great job. In terms of me playing with Brandon, we're going to work at it, and I thought we did a good job at the end of the game. Obviously, in the first, I think that as a group we were kind of chasing the game a little bit, but I thought he did an outstanding job.
What do you like about how you guys might mesh?
Lots. He's a big guy with a long stick, and very good defensively. Played against him for a long time, and I know our forwards are used to playing against him in the offensive zone, and he's elite defensively, and he's been a really good player in this league for a long time. So I think to have a chance to play with him, creates an awesome opportunity for myself, and I'm really looking forward to the chance to work with them and improve, and hopefully do a good job for our group.
The days on the road, travel really starting that up. What's your sense of the mood in the team right now?
I think it's good. I feel like we've been on the road a lot lately, but that just brings you closer. I think obviously you want to get the results that year after, and when you don't, it just makes you a bit hungrier. And we're looking to end this trip off right. It's been good to have everyone together and spend this much time together, but ultimately you want to get the results.
Do you consider that pretty much every trade deadline you get a new defense partner? What's that like for you?
Yeah, I think that there's always change, and I think it's just about being able to adapt, and you want to be consistent and want to play well with any one of those guys in the back end. So when pairings get mixed up, you're ready to go.
We talked yesterday about some of the mistakes that occurred in the game and just trying to trying to kind of get the results.
It was just detail-based stuff, just kind of smaller things. Not so much effort or not so much structure, just more by details within positioning and stick details and stuff.
Who would be the best speed skater on the team?
I don't know. You got to think Willie would have a good chance.
What did you think of the guys whizzing around as you came out?
Yeah, it was cool. What
are your thoughts on Utah? I know you've been here just a short time, but just curious.
Yeah, we just got in, but I think we're looking forward to kind of spending the day here. Obviously pretty cool looking at the mountains on the way here this morning. So, we're looking forward to our afternoon here and hopefully get a win and, head home.
When the team struggles as it is just the last couple of games, what's the best way to power through it?
I think you get back to your strengths, and you focus on your work ethic, you focus on structure, and then you go from there. I think we believe in our group and the players we have. We believe in our structure, and I think we just got to get back to how we were playing kind of earlier this month. And I think it's just a matter of work ethic and structure, and we'll take it from there.
Focus right now as you guys try to get back in the win column here.
I think just resetting as a group, taking a deep breath. I think the results of the last couple of games haven't been good, but I think as well, like our game maybe hasn't been trending in the right direction for the last couple of weeks. So I think it's just everybody taking a look in the mirror, being better, and holding each other accountable. And we got a chance tomorrow to end the road trip on the right foot with a game against a good team that's going to be desperate.
Carlo ends up leading you guys a nice time in his debut. What stood out about the way he was able to make an impact immediately?
Yeah, it's tough. I can only imagine, the position that you're kind of thrown into the fire with, himself and Lottie just jumping in. Brand new team, new system, so many new, faces, new things going on. But, at the end, they're both great professionals, and I thought they went in there and they played and they did their job. It's not easy to do what they did, and, over the next couple games, next couple weeks, they're just going to get more comfortable, with our system, with the guys, build chemistry with their line mates and partners and stuff like that, and let's just continue to grow within our system. So I thought Brandon was great last night for us.
I'm sure it's you're looking forward to tomorrow night against Utah and all that, but is it a little bittersweet for you being an Arizona guy that you're here, not there?
Yeah, it is. I don't know, not really anything you can do about it now. It's it is what it is, but it's also kind of exciting to be in a fresh market, fresh place, and get to experience a new city. Seems like it's been going pretty well for them here with the fan base and everything like that. So it's exciting for the league. So looking forward to playing in front of everybody tomorrow.
Stood out seeing the speed skaters whizzing by as you guys came out today.
Yeah, you don't realize how fast they're going. I mean, they look like they're not really trying, but they're cruising pretty good out there. So it was cool. I've never seen anything like that up close. So pretty neat. I actually played at this rink a couple times growing up. So yeah, kind of a familiar territory, I guess. But definitely some things have changed in the last 15 years or so.
We saw some guys giving it a shot. Kind of the speed skating. Who do you think would be the best on the team?
I don't know. I think like a guy like Bobby McMahon would be pretty good. He's got a long stride. He's big and long. So I'd probably put my money on him. He's pretty fast.
What would be like to see Josh Doan on the other side tomorrow night?
Yeah, it would be cool. I mean, it's interesting just with the dynamic with Shane here working for us. But I mean, I'm sure it's a pretty cool opportunity for the both of them to for him to come watch his son. And even though it's not in the place that Shane spent his whole career in, they kind of had that moment last year. But I'm sure it's going to be pretty neat experience. And I've known Josh for a little bit now and gotten to know him over the last couple of years. And I mean, he's a great person, and I think he's a great hockey player too. So it'd be cool.
Utah has a lot of young talent. Just curious your thoughts on guys like Logan Cooley and Dylan out there.
Yeah, definitely guys that have taken steps in their game, and been making a lot of impact for this team. They got a lot of really high-end skill on this team, so they can definitely distribute the puck around. But those two guys stand out. Obviously, Keller, Schmaltz are guys that can make things happen. So just got to make sure that where they are at all times.
You're tight.
Sorry?
I know you haven't spent a lot of time down in Arizona since the start of the season, but do you think hockey has continued to grow in Arizona with the Titans?
Yeah, definitely. I mean, it's it's been growing. It's unfortunate you lose the team. I think it's one of the exciting things about growing up there was always going to watch those games, but I think just the impact that we have not so many guys, but we have more guys that are coming out of Arizona that are playing high level hockey, that are playing in the NHL. Josh Doan, Knies, other guys kind of come up through ranks. I think it's grown a lot, especially since my childhood there. So, you can only hope that it continues to do so. I think it's, important that, guys like myself, guys that are from there, continue to have an impact on, the youth that are growing up there that want to play hockey. But, I think definitely losing the team, hopefully it doesn't have too big of an impact on that.
Auston, you're pretty close with Mitch. Sorry, he was approached about a possible trade the other day. What do you think of how he's handled everything?
He's handled things great. I mean, I think there's certain things that are out of your control, and that's one of them. It is what it is. I don't know really what else to say about it. Everybody's focused on today, and then when tomorrow comes, we'll focus on tomorrow and just continue to progress as a team. And we've got our group now. There's no real changes that can be made, no big trades or anything that's can go on now. It's about continuing to take steps with our group here and pushing in the right direction.
What's your sense of the group? It's been obviously deadlines always crazy. A few losses in a row. Like, what's your sense of the team?
Well, we're frustrated, I think. I wouldn't say frustrated, just, like I said last time, we're making too many mistakes and giving up too many goals. Had a good meeting this morning. Guys spoke and trying to get this thing straightened out.
How much of that would you say is on the goal?
It's on everybody. Everybody's part of it. We're a team, so we got to be better in front of them, and I'm sure they want goals back that go in. So it's on all of us, coaches included. So we got to get back on track. Been a very good defensive team all year, and we got to get back onto that because we are scoring goals, and that's good, but we're giving up too many.
How does the meeting work there? Do you turn it over to them, or is it the coaches are running it and kind of?
Yeah, I run it. I run it, but people speak.
The leaders, did anyone speak up in particular that resonated? Do you think with the group?
That's all private stuff. I don't air that. We had a good meeting, so that's where I leave it at, really.
Why did you decide to? I know Lawton's new here. I'm sure you're gonna experiment with a few looks, but why did you decide to maybe change that up here today? His line, get McMahon up to the second.
You know, I just wanted a little more speed on that line with Tavares and Willie. You know, I thought Bobby skated well last night. You know, he was physical, made some plays. You know, just tweaking things a little bit.
Utah's a young team. What stands out the most to you about the way they play?
Well, they're highly competitive. I don't think they're really giving up a whole lot, to be honest with you. Watching them, they're playing good defense, and they got some good skill over there. Like, you know, they can go. They're a fast team.
When you pull a goalie, do you talk to him after, like Joseph, or do you just let it be?
I do, but mostly to the goalie coach. He handles that.
You ever hold a practice with speed skaters?
No, first time. I think a few of the boys went and took a couple laps over there, maybe. Not me.
Did you think about it?
Nope. I don't move too well. Thanks.
Where's Tan about?
Yeah, Tanny, you know, he's battling through this again. Like, you know, he's going through practice. He's not where he wants to be, and you know, we got to be careful with this situation. You know, it's unfortunate because we do miss him. He's a big part of our team, but at the same time, we want to do what's best for the player, and the player's got to do what's best for himself.
We haven't talked to you in a while. Like, just you know, a couple tough games, maybe. Like, where are you feeling like you're at?
Yeah, I mean, I think as the season goes on and your career goes on, you're not always going to have perfect games, and sometimes stuff happens like that. And you know, it's good Stoley's been playing well and carrying that load that way. And my focus is just on, you know, my process and doing the same things that I do and not really deferring from that much. So it's good practice today, and yeah, I'm just focusing on, you know, what I can do to help the team.
What have you learned about what it takes to kind of flip it back when you go when there's a couple games that maybe don't go the way you want?
I think that's been a career of learning. I think, you know, every time I'm up here, I try to say as much as I can, stay in, you know, the same mindset, regardless of if you're playing well or not playing well. And I think in a long season and hopefully a long career, that's the mindset you have to have, and that's what I'm sticking to.
How about the team as well? I mean, things don't go the team's way for a few games. You guys are used to a lot of success you haven't had in the last week. How does the team power through that?
Yeah, I mean, I think same thing I just said individually. I think it applies to the team as well. We know we're a great team, and we know that we have you know, the right structure and the right details and the right players, and I think it's falling back on that, right, and not trying to do anything necessarily different and reinvent the wheel or anything, but I think that's when you fall back on your structure and your habits, and I think that's what our team's going to do.
So for you, is it just staying with your process and not overthinking any sort of particular thing and just kind of doing whatever your routine is, or do you try and tinker with some things?
I mean, I think it's both. I think, you know, at one standpoint, it's keeping your mindset the same and not getting too high or too low, and at the same time, you're always growing and doing whatever you can. I think, you know, bad games have a good way of being, you know, the biggest learning experiences. So in that way, they're actually good. They don't seem very good in the moment, but I find I learn the most, and I make changes maybe I've needed to that sometimes games like that bring out of, and yeah, and it's a blend of those things, I think.
Goalie likes to be pulled, of course, but it's the first time we've seen that happen for you in the NHL. Like, what's it like processing the emotions on the bench?
You know, I think in the moment, just trying to pump up slowly, get him ready to go, and try to still be in it for the team, and after maybe process some stuff. It sucks and it's not fun. And obviously, it's not what I intend to do. But like I said, it's a good learning experience.
And I usually don't make it a point of doing a return date here, but just to respond to some of the reporting from yesterday with regards to Mitch, I'm not going to get into any questions. You guys, we talked about it the other day with regards to contracts and the business side of it. We're not going to get into it. Other than Mitch, we're aligned with Mitch, right? We're worried about this season. We're worried about the games we have coming up. We want Mitch here for a long time. But it's not a distraction. But like I said, we think the world of him, right? And but it's just not a question we're going to get into every day. We've dealt with it here. We move forward. We want Mitch here. we're all focused on the next. What do we got? 19 to go. So I just wanted to come and address you on it, so you don't have to track me down, and we'll move on. Okay.
He got 2 goals. What do you like about how he's handled it?
Well, everything. We like everything about Mitch. And there's always, hey, we talked about at the beginning of the year. We're going to try to handle the business side away from it, but I think he's handled everything extremely well. But that's where the focus is right now. And I get it. You guys have jobs to do, and totally respect that. But I just wanted to make sure that we're, we came out, addressed it, and I want to. I support Mitch 1,000%, and he's not out here on an island with us. Hey, we're trying to worry about winning hockey games.
Marner scores 2 goals one day after being approached about a potential trade. What stands out about how he's handled everything?
Yeah, really good. I mean, I didn't really know about any of that stuff, so yeah, he's been fine. He's been hot. He's been doing the right things and playing the right way.
What's the key for the team, or what was the meeting like today? Craig said you guys had a really productive meeting to address some of the issues.
Yeah, I just think the last few games, we haven't really played to our identity. Our record still might be, pretty decent, but that's, thanks to our goalies for, kind of staying on their heads. I think we just gotta play more to our identity, and I think that's going to help us, especially when it comes down to crunch time, when it's close to playoffs. We want to be playing our best hockey.
Played with Logan Cooley at Minnesota for a bit. Just what do you think of him as a player and how he's kind of introduced himself to the league the past 2 years?
Yeah, it's been fantastic to watch him. He's done incredible this year. Phenomenal skater, hockey IQ. He's very deceptive with the puck. It's hard to play against. Obviously I gotta play against him in practice a lot. So he's not fun to chase around the ice. But yeah, I'm looking forward to playing him.
What about Josh Doan? What will it be like to go up against him?
Yeah, same thing. I've been friends with him since I was 11, 12 years old. So yeah, it's gonna be exciting. I think it's the first time we're gonna meet each other at the professional level. So yeah, I'm really pumped about it.
I know you haven't been down there since the season started, but do you think hockey has continued to grow in Arizona without the Coyotes?
I think so. Obviously, it's going to hurt it a little bit with the Coyotes leaving and everything, but I think that there's still a lot of former NHL players that stay down there to coach, and I know there's still a great group of kids that want to play hockey, and I think it's going to grow, but I think it definitely didn't help. So.
Is it bittersweet that you're here?
This is the last one.
What's that?
Is it bittersweet that you're here and not there? Like this would be the Arizona part of the brief trip before.
Yeah, I mean, I would love to be back in Arizona where my family is and have them watch the game, but I'm excited to play in a new place and then see a new facility, and yeah, so it should be fun.